Beyond the dance to the podcast land with Carla. Beyond the beats with Carla. Beyond the beats with Carla.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Beyond the Beats. I am Carla, and I am so glad you are here. This is a judgment free space where we slow down, tune in, and really get to know the humans behind the music and the movement. Around here, it's not just about the choreography or the final performance. It's about the stories, the culture, and the heart that artists pour into their craft. Musicians, dancers, DJs, choreographers, creators, the people who turn life into art. Every episode, I dive into real conversations, creative journeys, and the moments that shape an artist's path. If you make art, support art, or just feel something when the beat hits, you are in the right place. So settle in, grab your water, and let's go a little deeper beyond the beats. Tonight on Beyond the Beats, I'm welcoming a woman whose entire life is a testament to strength, service, and pure fabulous energy. Miss Fabulous Keisha. Born in Hartford and raised in Hamden, Keisha has spent her life pouring into others as a single mother, a healthcare professional, a dementia specialist, a community educator, and a leader who shows up with heart in every space she enters. She built a name for herself in Connecticut's fitness world as Team Fabulous, inspiring people through movement, joy, and community. And when life tested her with a breast cancer diagnosis in 2025, she fought, survived, and came back even stronger in 2026. She's a mother, a glamour, a creator, a healer, and a woman who refuses to dim her light, no matter the chapter. Please help me welcome the unstoppable, unforgettable, and truly fabulous Miss Fabulous Keisha. How are you tonight, Miss
Hello. You're going to make me start crying already. Oh my God.
I'm not sure why my
Hello.
mic is always muted, but I am so excited to have you here tonight. You are such an amazing woman, and I am so honored that I get to walk with you the walk through life itself. So I love you so much. You know that.
I love you. And I know you've been trying to get me here for a while, but you were gracious enough to wait until I was ready. So I appreciate that.
I do appreciate that too. And this is such an honor. So I can see Felicita is saying hi and Chelsea is saying hi in the comments. So hi to our girls.
Hello, ladies.
Keisha, so you are a very powerful voice and people love you for the person you are and more. Um, let's talk a little bit about your early life and roots and build it up through everything that life took you from Zumba and life itself. So, what's one thing about growing up in Hamden that shaped who you are today?
Growing up in Hamden, it was uh, a lot of just self growth development. Being a Hamden High graduate and, still being connected with some real key people who really I hold dear to my heart just really shaped me in a sense of getting ready for life. And when I left to go to college and, really shaping whether it's from home, my parents, my older sister, it was just really just taking all that throughout those years, and then going off to college, just trying to find myself, what I want to do, what I want to be, um, knowing that I wanted to be impactful with whatever I did. So I think just really the grounded groundedness of myself, of just learning, um, being raised by two strong parents, and just just kind of going from there.
It's amazing how our hometowns leave fingerprints on us, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
What's a
Absolutely.
childhood? Yeah, what's a childhood memory that still makes you smile till today?
Oh God. So I have a lot of guilty pleasure movies,
Yes,
and one of them, which was Home Alone.
I love it.
And I will kid you not, my mother killed me when she found out when I did this. But there's a scene where Kevin lines up his sled down the
Yes,
stairs and out the door.
you kidding me? Don't tell me.
I did that. I did that. And there's this
I
real little
love.
bush right outside my door that I
Yes,
just slammed right into. And but you just mimic what you see on TV. So if
I
he can do
agree.
it, so can I. So I talk about it, I joke about it all the time, but every time I see that movie during the holidays, I it's a flashback.
Oh my God, I love that. Oh my God, Keisha, did you? I mean, you survived it, but I
Oh,
mean,
I had a scratch
you
or
got
two, but
injured. Oh.
just a little. But I advise any kids watching, don't do that at home. Don't do it.
Those are the moments that stay like warm forever. That's
Absolutely.
such an amazing thing. That's I think it's
Absolutely.
because of you right now. Every single movie they do, they say, please don't do it. And
Don't do
like
it.
don't do it.
And when they say don't do it, you do it anyway because you really want to do it.
I
So,
love it. You just made me giggle. Um yeah. Um what's something your family always said about you growing up that we don't know?
um, be you. Um, my grandmother, my Nana Kay, she always instilled, every summer we would go visit her, and it was one of those Saturday mornings you just want to sleep in and not
Yes,
do anything, right?
I agree.
Not my Nana. It was get up, you got to clean, you got to, the early bird catches the worm, as they say.
Yes.
So I never understood why my Nana Kay would always be glamorous. She would have makeup on, every curl was in place, cleaning, and her motto was, you just never know who's going to come knocking at your door, and always look your best.
I love
So
your Nana.
uh, so that kind of instilled with me, and everyone always used to say I look like my Nana Kay. So I felt as though I need to, walk in her shoes and, live how she lived. And so whether it's, they tease me because I wear makeup in the gym, I wear makeup to the grocery store. Um, I just, that was me. You never saw me undone. I always had to be presentable. So, and
I
if you didn't see
love
me in
that.
makeup, I prayed nobody see me.
I'll put that hat and cover up and tell you to take a picture like this, right?
Exactly.
What's a
Exactly.
lesson from your childhood that still guides you till today?
Follow your dreams,
Yeah,
and always, try to leave positive impressions on people, and that's really what I try to do, whether it's through Zumba, through healthcare, through hospitality. I always try to leave that lasting impression on someone.
I love that, Keisha. That's really powerful. Um, do you wish that there's one thing you can tell your younger self that looking back it's really like reside with you right now and you want to tell your younger self not to do or to do?
Good question. I would say probably obey your parents more when I was a
Yeah.
kid, and really, understanding true value lessons that they tried to instill as a kid, and me being hard headed as a kid. Um, I actually called my mom the other day and said, I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. I don't want to be an adult anymore. It's just like one of those, really just listening more to my parents and really just, wow, now I get what they were saying.
I agree. I agree. Like, we want to always grow older. We want to
Mhm.
always have our own life, but we don't know what
Mhm.
growing up and adulthood is until we get
Yeah.
into adulthood. And I do call my mom and tell her, I wish I'm still a kid. I
Yeah.
wish I'm still a kid.
I catch myself sometimes saying the things my parents said that I say to my own kids, and it's like, ooh,
Yes.
oh God, that hurt. I remember those words.
I do. 100%. I agree with you. So, talking about being a mom, how did you
Mhm.
becoming a mom at a young age change your whole life?
Well, as any young college kid, just living that fast life. It's all about me, nobody else. Not really thinking about anybody else. When I had my daughter, I was 21 and I was a sophomore in college. And, it was one of those just, seeing this life that now I'm responsible for. And, I remember I would go home, um, you know, drinking so much from, being in the clubs and, and it's like coming home and here's this innocent life of, just helpless and depending on me. And it's like, I got to change. Like, I need to, be a better person for this life. And so I just started to really look at things differently. And, which really, she saved me.
Yeah.
Both of my kids, they saved me in so many different ways.
I can feel the love in how you describe that shift. I love that you're sharing this with us, Kisha, tonight. Um,
Mhm.
Tell me, what did Kayla teach you about yourself? Especially that she made you a
Mhm.
nana as well.
I know. I wanted to strangle her at first, but
Oh,
I'm looking like, ugh.
listen, I love her baby. I love,
Listen,
love, love her
she
so
is,
much. God bless.
oh, that's my heart. Oh my God. I could talk all day about her, but Kayla really just really taught me how to be more financially responsible.
Yes,
That's huge,
it is.
again, because, I remember living that paycheck to paycheck, and it's like, oh, how am I going to buy diapers now? How am I going to buy formula? And it's just like, oh, I really got to be more financially responsible and just really focusing on her. And it's not all about me anymore. It's about this life that is now going to call me mom.
Yeah. They really do hold up a mirror to us, our kids, right? That's,
Absolutely.
that's crazy. And what did David bring into your life that you didn't expect?
Well, being a predominantly female family, to now
Yes.
have, we call him King David. Um, he just brought me just so much joy in the sense of, um, here's this man that, I'm going to teach him how to be responsible, how to treat a lady, how to be a gentleman. I mean, granted, I'm not that male figure, but, teach him in the sense of what us ladies look for, what we expect. And, and luckily I've had a lot of male adult figures in his life to kind of fill that male void that I
Yeah.
couldn't do. But um, just to, he's my king. He's just an awesome kid. Um, he was shy at first, very shy,
Yeah.
quiet, and really high school, just watching him blossom and be involved and especially joining the swim team. He just became just this man who just
I've
developed.
seen it.
Oh my God. He's like, I remember his first meet and he was so nervous to his last meet of being confident and just like, and he kind of has that Michael Phelps bod. So I'm like,
Yes.
like, okay,
Girl, I
that's
had
my
my
boy.
son being a swimmer, so I know everything what you're talking about. This is such a
That's
beautiful
my baby.
reflection. Yes, I love
Mhm,
that. I love that. Tell me, Kisha, what was what was the hardest part of being a single mom in a working multiple jobs for
mhm,
you?
mhm,
Um, Tell me more about it, especially that a lot of women today, they gonna, they look up to you and they're gonna watch you. And
mhm,
there's a lot of people staying in a home that they don't want to stay with.
mhm, mhm.
But what can you tell them being a single mom working multiple jobs with two kids?
Honestly, to stay positive, don't male bash um, daddy, because at one point in time you liked him. Um, so it's, not to male bash them. Just really to stay strong, positive, and just demonstrate. I think for both my kids that they see that, I'm not dependent on anybody. I don't, need um, someone to help. It would be nice, but
Yeah.
I can do it on my own, and it kind of made me stronger as a person. And I think my kids really see that of, wow, my mom really handles business, and her strength of just making sure home is taken care of. Coming to every cheerleading game or basketball game, swim meet, just really being dedicated. And you have your moments. Don't get me wrong. Whether you have a little tear here and there, um, because again, it's hard. But when you stay positive and just doing what I love and the jobs that I do, I love. So it didn't really phase me. Um, so I just just stay strong, positive.
What's one thing you hope your kids always remember about you?
They better know that every day is a fabulous day. And
Yes.
my mom is one who um, loves to take trips, loves family time. I'm all about family time, and creating moments. And
Okay.
they know I love to take pictures, so they better take pictures and more pictures, as many pictures as they can take. I am the picture queen. Um,
We are two of a kind in this.
but they know if anything, they know that I am someone who's determined. They know that I'm not one to give up easily,
Yeah.
um, and someone who just puts family first.
Oh my God. That's a legacy right there. I love it.
Mhm, mhm.
What's the funniest parenting moment you've had with your kids you want to share with us tonight?
Oh God, the funniest thing. God, I wish my kids were with me right now. They'd probably be blaring a bunch of things with me. Um, the funniest thing that my kids. There's so many. These
Maybe when you
questions.
traveled, when you traveled and, did something.
Um, Honestly, I mean, there's so many. I mean, there's funny times when I know where. So we were in, I believe it was DR. Yes, it was. We were at DR. And we were going towards the beach, and Kayla and I were going in the water, and we were trying to convince my son to come swimming with us. He's like, no, he wants to chill on the bench. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. So Kayla and I, we go into the water, and we're taking pictures as always.
Yes.
And she loses her phone in the ocean. And my
No.
daughter was determined, like her mother would be. I would have given up. She dove and dove. Her bathing suit came out. Like she searched and searched for that phone. And she found it. God bless. Luckily, it was in the
You're
water pouch.
kidding.
She found it. I was like, Kayla, just give up. It's got. She did not give up, but it was so funny to see her diving and diving in the water, searching for her cell phone. But she found it, and Yeah, that was probably one of a good funny moment. And then my son's like, "That's why I didn't go in the water." And I'm like, "Oh God."
Talking
So,
about topless, I went once and I got out topless too.
I mean, those waves were like going
Beach
crazy and bathing suit
girl.
thought. I was just like, "Oh my God." And so too
So
funny,
that
too funny.
yeah, yeah, I get it. I get what you're doing. Um, Kisha, what made you shift from hospitality to healthcare? I mean, healthcare
Hmm.
out of everything. What
Hmm.
made you do that shift?
So I worked in so many various positions in hotel. Um, I worked for Marriott. I actually came back to Marriott a little 2 years ago. But in 2008, the hotels, the economy had shifted. Hotels weren't doing so great. So it was one of those just life decisions of, okay, what do I want to do? Um, and I know I'm a people person. So I was like, oh, you know what? I want to do something that involves people. And then they make you do like this personality test sort of thing to see what kind of career would work for you.
Yeah,
And therapeutic recreation came up, and I was like, oh, let me read about this. And it was literally everything that I love to do. So went back to school and got a degree in therapeutic rec. And I started out as an activity assistant at a skilled nursing home. Um, and then I did some internship um, through the state in Middletown, where I worked with psychiatric adolescents. So at that point, I was like, what do I want to do? Do I want to be that big sister to troubled teens, or did I want to leave a lasting impression with seniors?
yeah.
And so um, my heart was really with the seniors and just kind of being that last, person to just make them smile and hear life histories from them, because I learn from my residents every single day. Um, I laugh with them, I cry with them. It's a really rewarding job. So not that I didn't want to help teenagers, I just
I
really saw myself working with seniors.
I agree, especially that you were talking about your nana as well. I can see that. I can see
Hmm.
that, like your heart is into this more and it makes much sense to go
Hmm.
into that direction.
Hmm.
What's the most meaningful moment you've had working with adolescents?
With adolescents.
Yes.
So just honestly, just being that positive figure. My heart cringes when you see these teens now who are coming from abusive homes, drug abuse, um, alcoholism, just all these things that they're faced with. My heart breaks for them, and they really need a lot of positive role models. So that was something that I enjoyed most, was kind of being that person that they could look up to
Yeah.
even during some challenging moments with them. I just thought that was something that I really, really loved doing.
Um, Tell me, Keisha, what's something people misunderstand about dementia care?
Um, that residents are crazy and that they don't know what they're doing or they don't know what they're talking about. Um, um, that they don't have purpose, and it's just the opposite. They have more purpose than you and I.
True.
But it's a rewarding job of just helping someone through difficult times and kind of being in their shoes. And I always tell people, we are dementia residents. We're just in a different place and time of them. So just being misunderstood.
Thank you for educating people. This matters a lot.
Hmm.
Um, Tell me, what's a lesson your residents have taught you that you want to teach us tonight?
Patience,
Yeah,
patience, um, lifelong stories, um, lifelong just um, learning. But
yeah,
patience is huge. I think my residents teach me what it means to be uh, important and having your voice heard. Um, which is huge. Sometimes you want people to just hear you and understand you. Um,
Yeah.
and hopefully tonight is a prime example. People are going to truly understand who Miss Fabulous really is.
Yes.
Wow.
Wisdom comes from the most unexpected places, Miss Fabulous. I love it.
Absolutely.
Let's talk a little bit about Zumba and Team Fabulous because this is something huge for both of us.
Hmm.
So, what made you step into Zumba back in 2011?
So my mom, she was diagnosed with breast cancer, and I was her caregiver at the time. And so, and being a Black woman and just being mindful of your own personal health, um, I said, I really got to look out for me. So it really started by me just going to the gym and working out. And I was at, it's called Friendly Fitness at the time, but I was at that gym, and I love to dance. I love music. So I was working on one of the exercise equipments, and I just heard this music coming from the exercise room. And I'm like, oh, let me see what this is all about. And so I went in and started taking class after class. And, as every new student, I was the one in the back, I wasn't in the
Yes,
front. I was just kind of, moving along, trying to get it right. And I just, from that point, I just fell in love with it. And I said, you know what? I want to do this. I want to be a Zumba instructor. I want to be able to make people feel good and, reach their personal goals. So I went on Zumba website, and of course I'm, looking up, and it's so hard to find a Zumba
yes.
training, in your area. So luckily I found one in Springfield with the Zest instructor, the fabulous Ann Saldi. And I love her to
Me
death.
too. I can't wait to
And
see her tomorrow for the first time.
uh, tell her I said hey.
I will.
So yeah, that was just so the rest was history. And I remember my first class. I only had like two students. Because Zumba instructors, I always say they're like Dunkin' Donuts. They're like on every flipping corner. And
Yes.
here I am, here I am trying to not necessarily compete, but you have this Zumba instructor down the street who's been teaching for 10 years, and here I am day one. So it's like, just trying to make a name for myself.
True.
And I taught at various gyms, and I started at Wilson Gray as a sub. And uh, Reese, who I know he was on a couple weeks ago,
Yes.
he used to teach there, and he was kind of shifting his journey, and said, "Hey, Kisha, do you want my spot?" And I said, "Well, do you think they'll like me?"
Oh my
And
God.
so he kind of just opened the door for me there, and again, just started little by little building,
Wow.
and again, that fabulous just stuck with me. And I said, you know what? This is my team fabulous, and the rest is history.
It's that name fits you perfectly. I can't even. Like, it feels divine just to call you Miss Fabulous every
Miss
single
Fabulous.
time. I love it. It really fits you perfectly. What's your favorite memory teaching a class?
Oh God, I'm going on
I know you
15
have a
years.
lot.
I'm
I
like,
know.
that's a lot. Oh my God. So honestly, there's I love when I have students come to me. I've had about two or three that have been so inspired that they too have become instructors. I mean, that's most rewarding, right?
It is.
From
Yeah.
instructor to instructor, to know when you have students, um, you kind of pave the way for them. But I love when my students take my spot on the dance floor and
Yes.
kind of, just make me go in the background. Or if I mess up and they're looking at me and they kind of give that side head, like, Keisha, what are you doing? And, so correcting me on the spot.
Yes.
Um, so it's, I love it. I just go with the flow. And usually I don't know if he's watching, but I
Me too.
usually point to Jason. I'm like, just watch Jason, don't watch me. I'm
Yes.
just going to play music, okay?
Agreed.
But honestly, I think the one thing I love about teaching Zumba, and I know I have it coming up, and I'm sure we'll talk about it later, is my Zumbathons. Is just
Yes.
the Zumbathons is just really just getting everyone together. And as much as I love my fellow instructors, we never really see each other because we always teach the same days at the same
Right.
time. So we can never see each other or take each other's classes, but it's just so nice to get everyone together under the same roof
I
and
agree.
bringing all of our members together and just becoming a unity as one. And just those are like my favorite moments is those Zumbathons.
Okay, so let's talk about Miss Fabulous Zumbatons. And with all the stuff that Miss Fabulous bring to that why. From a
Oh my God,
360, a picture round at the flooring, DJ Greg and DJ
Q
uh
Boogie.
what- yes, I'm like everybody loves those events and everybody is waiting every single year what Miss Fabulous is bringing
Mm-hmm.
to the best event in town. So let's talk a little bit about those events because we have one coming
We do.
in April. So what
Yes.
you can tell everybody about it.
So April 10th, it's a Friday. So this year I'm doing it a little different. It's a
Yes.
Friday
And we're
night.
gonna talk about that.
And really looking forward to it. And one thing I do with my Zumbathons, I try to bring something different and new every year. Something that's just going to keep people talking from last year into this coming year and leaving that event like, wow.
Yes.
I love to leave wow factors. And because my other nickname is Miss Bougie, so I try to do a little extra,
Yes.
just a little extra. But I always keep some people
Little.
in the unknown. So like I do have some things happening at this one that I can't share. I want people to buy those tickets so they can come see what Miss
Yes.
Fabulous is going to do this year. I think this year is going to be definitely more meaningful.
Yes. I
As
agree.
a uh, cancer survivor, it's just this year has been really tough, mentally, physically, emotionally, and all the proceeds are going to go to our Cancer Strong program through the Y, where it helps bring programs for cancer warriors, survivors, support groups. So really funding those educational programs and fitness exercise as well. Um, so that's where the funds for this event is going to be going. So I'm really excited about it. Last year, everyone's like, I've been getting so many calls and text messages lately of Kisha, I didn't know, and Kisha, I didn't know, and that was the purpose. Nobody knew.
Nobody knew. No. Yeah.
Nobody knew, and
Yeah.
so being personal, I was diagnosed March of last year
Yes.
with stage 2 breast cancer, and to find out, it was March 12th to be exact. I was at work. I was in a meeting and I saw the phone ring and I knew it was my doctor with results. And I stepped out of the meeting. I took the call and I just went numb. I was in disbelief. And so I said, okay, and hung up the phone. And I had to go in that meeting. And again, that's where that strength came in of just sitting in that meeting like everything's fine. But my inner soul was just crushed. And, you know, going into my Zumbathon last year was really tough because I didn't know if I was going to make it to this Zumbathon because my head was in so many mixed emotions. So even though I danced and I smiled, I was really in fear of not knowing what was coming my way and what I was going to be faced with. Um, so this year Zumbathon, I probably will have tissues somewhere because I'll probably be crying and dancing my you know what off.
Yes.
But
You can say
um,
it.
I'll
You
be
can say it.
dancing my ass off. But
Yes.
it's just It's been a crazy, crazy year, and I have to give a huge shout out to my Team Fabulous family and Wilson Gray because they really have supported me 100%. I
Yeah.
think I only missed three, maybe four classes um, of just being too sick or too much in pain to come. But if I was dancing, if I was sitting in a chair as that traffic controller, right, left, they just supported me. They showed me a lot of love, and they know I love them tremendously. So, and that's what it's all about. It's, building those relationships, and those are my sisters and brothers that I love dearly. Wouldn't ask for a better team.
I agree. I agree. And the love is there, like we can all see it. And I do
Hmm.
remember the first time you hugged me and you told me what's going on. It was such a shocker
Hmm.
as well to me. And you're like, don't share it with anybody yet. I didn't tell everybody. And
Hmm.
it was such a like
Hmm.
emotional roller coaster for you
Oh yeah.
especially and your family. And
Hmm.
I'm like, thank you for trusting us with that.
Hmm.
It's not so easy to revisit, especially that you just rang the
I
bell.
rang that bell
Din,
on
din, din,
Monday.
din. I'm so happy for you. You rang the bell, but I want to keep
Hmm.
talking a little bit about before going to your breast
Hmm.
cancer journey, a
Hmm.
little bit about the event itself, because the event it's two parts.
Yep.
So there's and because we have the ladies night out as well, we are gonna try to be in both parts, which is the before
Hmm.
event and the after event. What
Hmm.
can you tell people? Because I know Chelsea, she went and bought for both the before and the event itself, which is
Hmm.
$25, I believe, for both of them. So what can you
Yep.
tell people about that, the before and
Hmm.
after event, and what's gonna happen in
And
both?
both.
Yeah.
So the
Yes.
reception is from 5 to 6, and it's
Yes.
really just to have some refreshments, some beverages to just kind of celebrate, socialize, give me a chance to just kind of tell my story,
Yes.
and just kind of have that happy hour moment before we go take it out on the dance floor. So the reception is more of an intimate celebration, where we get to kind of eat, not too much because you got to dance it off in like
Yes.
minutes right after, but just really a chance to, and I'll have some gifts for those who come to the reception. So it's really, again, I don't want to give too much because
Come on, we're gonna have gifts. You should all sign up.
but whoever comes to that whoever pays that $25 for the reception, you're leaving with some gifts. I'll leave with that. So.
We're leaving with seeing you, with being there with everybody. And like you said, the money is going to the YMCA for the programs and the cancer survivors, which is something
Mhm,
that really
mhm,
like
mhm.
dear to your heart. And
Yep.
we should I'm gonna be there 100% for you and for that cause,
And then
because
there also,
I
oh,
wanna see
sorry.
you like and hug you.
And and we're going to talk about hugging, but there'll
Fast.
also be some other survivors there as well, and
Nice.
cancer warriors who are still going through it. So it's just a really
Yeah.
nice way to, again, get us all together. And I really encourage for any warriors out there, thrivers, survivors, to really come, and because we're going to be really saluting and honoring you at this event. Granted, it's my 15-year celebration, but this year I'm doing it a little bit differently.
Yes, I'm sure every single house had cancer knock their door. So
Hmm.
every single house is going through a lot. And we will see. Stevie, we will find the ride for
Stevie,
sure.
I know
We
you'll
will
be there
secure it. We will
100%.
secure it for you. 100%. Keisha,
So,
I know how all of this was tough. We're gonna go back to talk a little bit about the cancer journey. Um, and when you heard about, like I cannot imagine how heavy that moment was.
Mhm.
But what was the first thought that went through your mind when you heard about your diagnosis?
Why
Especially
me?
that you have it in the family as well.
Why me?
Yeah, oh my God.
What could I have done differently?
Yeah,
Those are probably my top two. Um, Luckily, my mom was with me. She was at my house when I got the news, and so I bawled like a baby. Not gonna lie, I cried. Snot
you're
nose
only
and all, I was
human.
crying.
Yeah, yes.
um, but she was my rock. I saw her through her toughest days, and once I was able to accept my diagnosis, then I said, you know what? I know if she can do it, I can do it too. And I would compare symptoms with her. I'd be like, Ma, my legs are killing me. Like, what am I do? Like, did you have these symptoms? Or I'm nauseous. I'm
Yeah,
tired, fatigued. We would kind of compare, and she would let me know, yeah, that's normal. Everything is normal. And I'm like, no, this is not normal.
yeah,
But um, so hearing it that first day it was hard. And it took me a while before I can even say the word cancer without crying.
yeah.
So
It's a
it was
healing
hard.
journey. It is a healing
Absolutely.
journey.
And I'm still healing.
Yeah,
I'm still healing. You know, chemo was rough. Now I know why they call it the red devil. It was very tough to go through it, but I had a lot of support. I had people come with me. Again, I had that small village who I knew kept my story private. They would come to me with me to my chemo treatments. Sometimes they would drop me off at the hospital because I had to be here at certain times and I couldn't drive. And so it was a tough moment for me. Um, I just I had to stay strong. I worked through it all, whether it was working with my dementia residents, it was teaching um, at the gym or greeting guests at the hotel. I just worked through it. I had to keep my mind occupied.
of course.
I couldn't stay home. It was good for my mental just to be still out doing what I love to do. Um,
Agree.
but I had to do one thing that my doctors told me to do, and that was listen to my body. So if I was tired, I did. I had to stop and I rested. I slept. I relaxed. I kept my feet up. The neuropathy in my legs, my feet were just so unbearable at times that I just was like, I can't move. I can't move. So I
That's
really
honestly
had to
so
relax.
powerful. Yeah. Thank you for your honesty and all of this because like I said, there's a lot of people that going through so
Mhm,
much. I do
mhm,
have three students in my class that going through cancer as well, and I lost two of my grandparents for cancer. So like I said,
mhm,
every single home has been
mhm,
knocked or kicked that door with cancer. So I'm
mhm,
so happy for your journey and survivor journey.
mhm,
Um, Tell me, what role did your family, especially that your family is really big in your heart, play in your healing? Especially when we did the walk as well in Hartford with
mhm,
you,
mhm,
seeing all your girls next to you, seeing everybody wearing, Miss Fabulous t-shirts, being there for you, holding you like in their heart and supporting every single step that
mhm.
day. What can you tell me about all of this,
That
Keisha?
just that just that day just showed who your true supporters are, and just having my back no matter what, and just really being there for me and showing up was just. I mean, I cried. I did, and I have my tissues ready. You're not making me cry.
I'll cry
Um,
for you today.
but it meant everything to me, and just to see. the crowd just moving with me. And granted, I had my water bottle. I had just finished um, chemo, and I think that was a Sunday, and I had my double mastectomy that Wednesday. So it was like just all these mixed emotions, and here I am still on stage, just doing what I love, I and seeing, you and Jessica and Gita and my team Fab family and just everybody who was there. It was it was overwhelming. And then afterwards, to have people in the crowd come up to me and wishing me well wishes leading into my surgery. It was just amazing, amazing feeling.
I loved every single moment there. The support that you were having from everybody,
Mm-hmm.
that means a lot to you and
Mm-hmm.
to me to see that because we build communities
Mm-hmm.
and a community is so important and they showed up
Yeah,
and we're walking the walk, right? We're walking the
absolutely.
walk, not just saying,
We're not
talking
in
the
this
talk.
alone.
Not talking to talk.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. And this is a victory by
Mm-hmm.
itself. This is a
Yeah.
victory worth celebrating.
Mm-hmm.
So today you survived. It's March 2026. I
Mm-hmm.
would say happy birthday again to you. I don't care
Thank
if it's
you.
not your birthday, but it is a birthday. We
It
need to
is oh
celebrate.
my, I've been crying all week. Let me tell you, I've just been,
Yes,
um, I could be in my car, I could be in my bed, I
yes,
could be at work. I had to close my door just to shed a tear. And it's happy tears now. It's just like
of
I got
course.
through it. I did it. And my
I
kids,
don't swear usually, but fuck cancer, Miss Fabulous.
absolutely.
Fuck cancer, Miss Fabulous.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I second that. And honestly, ringing that bell, it was a joyous moment to have my family there, but know that I'm still healing.
Yes.
I radiation did a number on me. Um, so even though I'm back in the gym doing what I love, I still got to take it easy because
Yeah.
there's some skin damage, and I'm just like, ow. um, but but that's not going to kill my joy, my purpose of
Correct.
what I want to do. So, um, but yeah, it's a, still a healing process even after ringing that bell.
Okay. Knowing you really well, I know there's a tattoo coming.
Absolutely. Hello. I have two coming.
Two. I wanna hear about them before you do it.
So I have my kids tattooed on me. I got to get the grandbaby.
Yes.
Um, that's tattoo number one. But I am gonna get a breast cancer something. I'm still looking,
Yes.
but it's gonna be on my left side as a reminder of just
Reminder.
um, so yeah, two are coming.
Two are coming. I can't wait to see. I love Miss Kisha's Miss Fabulous tattoos. So
Absolutely,
I know there's a tattoo coming. I know that. That's how well I
absolutely.
know you.
Yes, there is I have a couple of spaces left. They're coming.
Left. We'll talk about that. Maybe you can put my name somewhere, like hidden something.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Keisha, what message do you have for anyone fighting right now? What can you tell them?
don't give up. Keep the faith.
Yeah.
Stay positive. Um, and live every day to the fullest as best you can. Um, there's going to be some tough days, but there are some good days. And when you have those good days, enjoy them, cherish them, whether it's by yourself, with family surrounding, um, but stay strong and don't lose faith.
Yeah. this is going to touch someone who needs it. I'm sure of that.
Mhm, mhm.
Um, I can't, like, I really can't. You were talking about hugging. So
Mhm.
I know
Oh,
that
yes.
I know that you're not gonna hug everybody, but you're gonna hug me for sure. So that's not negotiable. I'm sorry.
So the hugging
So
of, I
yes,
remember when we went to the ladies' night out, and I made it
yes,
very clear, do not hug me because, I'm going through what I'm going through. Please
yes,
do not hug me. And it must have killed you,
yes.
Felicita.
I
I
was
think
doing
you
this.
ladies were like dying to like come at me, and I'm like, I'm sorry, just give me the elbow bump. Like, that's it.
Yes.
And when you had your Valentine's event, God bless Cynthia, because I did forget a mask. Religious, I did honestly forget a mask. And luckily, she saw me at the door and she said, "Don't you dare go in there without." And
Dr.
she made
Cynthia.
me stay out in the lobby until she went to her car to bring me a mask. And honestly, she has been amazing as well.
Yeah.
Um, you know, being a doctor herself, and when I told her, what I was going through, she made sure that I had what I needed. She would text me, message
Yes.
me, do you need anything? And a lot of you did that. And that was something that's hard for me, is to accept things. Like, because
Yes. Because we
I
give
always
up.
say to people, if you need anything, just ask, right? But it's
Yes.
so hard when it's reciprocated. I'm like, Kisha, accept the help. And
Yes.
God bless Cynthia. She was just an intricate part of helping me through this journey. So
And
shout out.
I want to add that to that shout out for Cynthia, because I do remember one time when I had my car accident and they took me into the ambulance because I had the vertigos.
Hmm.
She knew what I was, and she came at
Hmm.
night next to my bed to say, "Are you okay? Do you need something?" This
She's just
girl is just an amazing. Oh my God, she's
she is.
listening right now. And
Is she?
Cynthia, we love you.
Oh, I
She just
love
said, "Love
you.
you." We love you. We do, girl. Like
Even though you
you
yelled at
go
me, I love
above.
you.
She's a beautiful, amazing person inside and
She
out.
is. She
And
is.
yeah, like we cannot talk enough about the stuff that she give to her community as well, and we love her a lot. We love you both.
Absolutely.
Love
Love
you,
you.
Cynthia. So tell me more about Zumba. What
Okay.
Zumba brought to your life that you needed, especially the time that you heard about cancer? How did Zumba healed you in a way?
Oh my God. It's just, you know, it's something about, for that 1 hour, think about it. You're on that dance floor, you just forget. You just let music take over. And I would tell my students, I even tell them now that um it was hard for me to, when those days where I was at class and I had to sit in a chair, it was so hard because I just wanted to get up and start shaking with them, but my body wouldn't allow me to. And, it's just, music, as they say, is always good for the soul. And
Yes.
Zumba just really helped me mentally, of just, playing my favorite songs, which weren't necessarily their favorite songs, but I'd make them do it anyway. Um,
As you
it's
should.
usually those killer squats. But it's like, I just, it was very therapeutic for me. And sometimes I would try to prolong the class because I didn't want to necessarily go back to the reality of I'm in
Yes.
pain. I remember one class in particularly, I was dying inside of just painful. And it was like I was waiting for as many students to leave so I could just start crying in pain, like, oh my God, I can't do this. It's just, but it just helps me in the moment. So um, being around that positive energy, and every student has a favorite track. So I would just look at them, or I'd say their name and they knew. So whether it was Renee or Sherry or Miss
Yes.
Pauline, as soon as I play their song, they know you're up because I'm out. um, and but it was was just, but that's what they knew. They had my back. They just kind of took over when they saw I was starting to fall a little short.
Yes,
And that's what, and again, that's where that support love comes from.
I agree. I agree 100%. Like this is the purpose of what we do, right, in our community, and that's why we do what we do as well, Akisha. Um,
Mhm.
what makes you feel most like Miss Fabulous, Keisha?
That I can do any and everything when I'm on the dance floor.
Let's go.
You know, you
That's
can
the
stop the
real energy we
nonstop all
love.
you want, but when I hit that dance floor, I'm sorry, I'm just fabulous. I can't. I don't know what else to tell you. Call me BeatZ.
Yes, yes, flip it. Let's go. Oh, clock it right now. We don't say flip it anymore. We say clock it, right?
Absolutely.
I love it.
Um,
Um, go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say, I honestly, I, for me, no matter what, every day is a fabulous day. I just, I wake
Yes,
up, I internally say my favorite scripture, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And I live by that, that's what makes me fabulous. I know I can do any and everything as long as I put my heart into it. And so that's what I do.
yeah, I love that. That's the energy we all love about you.
Mhm.
What's something that instantly lifts your mood?
Say that again. What?
What's something that directly or instantly lifts your mood?
My grandbaby. I mean, my kids too, if they're watching, but my grandbaby.
Yes.
She, Lonnie has been a true purpose, instant, that innocence, that smile, that love. She just, as soon as I walk in the room, I could be having a tough day, and as soon as I see her face, oh, come to Glam Eye, and we have our moments, and but she's feisty now. She's, she's 15 months. And the girl's feisty. She will back smack you in a heartbeat. But she's just, that's my instant smile as soon as I walk in the door.
Oh my God. If she's feisty, I think she's taken from you, Miss Fabulous.
Well, I know I say it's her mother, but I guess she came from me, so it's me too.
Oh my
So
God. I love
apple doesn't fall too far from the tree, I guess.
true, true. Tell me, what's something people would be surprised to learn about you?
Um, Something that they'd be surprised to learn about me.
Yeah,
Hmm. Well,
other than feisty.
other than feisty. So I really, honestly, I try to relive my childhood. I think of, today, of the world we live in.
Yeah,
Um, you know, there's so much craziness going on in this world
yeah,
that I kind of resort back to my child days. And so honestly, every Friday night, and I think there's only one person who knows this, and now the world knows this, but every Friday I block out the world. And when I get out of work, I take a shower, I get in my comfy clothes, and I watch Cosby reruns all night on Friday nights. That's my
I love Cosby. I love
and it's just, it was just innocent TV.
yes,
I don't have to think about the craziness that's going on out there, and I just try to block it out and just have some peace.
yes.
And I'll finish the sentences of every episode, and but that's just my comfort. Oh, I see.
Reese,
Reese.
we were talking about you, buddy.
Yep. I was saying nothing but bad things about you.
100%. I love that, Keisha. I love that you did not close that door tonight on me, and you are here and talking to me at the Beyond the Beats for sure. DND. Renee,
Yes.
Sherman,
Do not
Renee.
disturb. I am putting my phone on airplane mode. I am in my happy place. So
I love
I
it.
will.
I love it. So you know that for your event, I blocked my Friday and I'm not
Mhm.
doing a podcast just for you, so I
I
can
love
be
you.
there
I love you.
because that's how much I love you and that's much how much I want to be there.
Wait, and
Um,
I'm missing part of my Cosby reruns because right now, because I love you and I'm with you right now.
that's pure love, and I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Um, what hobbies? What do you love? About scrapbooking. I know that you have hobbies and fun. So, what do you love about that?
So I never knew anything about scrapbooking, to be honest. How
Yeah.
I learned about scrapbooking was when it once was the Crown Plaza. um, the Crown Plaza. I was working as a director of sales, and I booked this event. It was a scrapbooking event, and I'm like, oh,
Yes.
okay. So when I went to go set up the ballroom, and I see all these guests coming in with like totes and bags and cards, like they make this a big thing. And so
Ooh,
looking at their work, I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. I should get into this. And because I love taking pictures, I would try to create, mini scrapbooks on my own, because if there's one thing we don't have enough of that, we had when we were kids, is scrapbooks. And
yes.
everything is all, the AI. I'm not an AI person, but this AI stuff, and all your pictures are on your phone, and it's like, but there's no physical scrapbook to pass on to
Yes.
the next generation. So that's something that I was like, oh, this is something I wish I had more time to do it, but I enjoy it. I love it, just to create those memories. And um, I tell my kids all the time, oh, you remember when we went to the Poconos and did this? And they're like, look at me like,
Oh my
we
God.
went? And I'm like, oh my God, this is why I take pictures. So,
There's something healing about preserving memories, and I
mhm,
love I love that you are doing that, Keisha.
mhm.
Before we end, even though that I know that you want to go back to your Cosby show and everything, and it's already an hour. But girl, I am a fantasy football girl as well, and I want to talk about them Dallas Cowboys.
Be
How
nice.
did you become a Dallas Cowboy fan?
So I inherited that as a child. My dad
Yes.
is a diehard Cowboy fan. And honestly, it wasn't the Cowboys I was a fan of. I wanted to be the Dallas cheerleader. I wanted to
Ooh,
be,
yes.
it was the outfits, the dancing, the flipping of the hair. Like, I wanted to be the Dallas cowgirl and be the cheerleader. But so I just inherited that as a child. And
Yes,
I love my team. I know we have not had the greatest seasons, but I'm sticking with them 100%.
of course.
But I love them. I just go Dallas. We did our bucket list. We went to the stadium I think it was
Nice.
2 years ago.
Yes.
And I think my daughter and I had more time looking at the Jumbotron than the field because it's ginormous. So I'm like, I didn't spend all this money for us to look up at the sky. Like, can we look down? So,
I love that you're a Cowboy fan, and I see every time like sports season, like football season start, you're just putting everything out there. You're talking about the Dallas Cowboy fan, and I'm like, Mahomes is here for me. No, but I do watch every single game, and I love
mhm,
all football teams, which is really
yeah,
nice. So I love that
mhm,
the memory you shared with your girl. I do remember those pictures
mhm.
that you shared a couple years ago about that. um do you remember a cowboy win that was your favorite of all times?
A Cowboy fan?
As a cowboy
It's
fan, do you remember like a cowboy's win that was your
um,
favorite moment?
not necessarily a win, but I'm a diehard Michael Irvin, Emmett Smith. That was my era.
Yeah,
Watching those guys. Dak is a little, uh, this is good and bad days.
you're gonna
God
love
bless him.
him though.
Yeah. Handsome, but my God, get it together. Um, you definitely have more good years. Yeah. So go Cowboys. Um, but I don't necessarily remember a win. Um, yeah, I don't remember. I just listen. I'll take a win when we can get it. Okay,
Yes, I agree. I agree. I agree with
I
you.
can get it.
Um, we're almost done with our podcast. I have so many questions to ask you, but I want to be respectful for your time as well, Keisha. And I want you to like have your time to relax as well. Um, but I want to end up with a question
Mhm.
that I do ask almost every one of my guests. What a question you want people to ask you and really mean it.
Um, for them to ask me a question that really
Yes,
means.
but they really mean it, not just ask it and go.
Hmm. Um, I guess if they were to ask me a question and really mean it, is how were you able to persevere through everything that you had to endure?
Yeah,
That would probably be the one question. And I would answer it honestly of just, what I had to do.
I agree. Before I end up, and like I said, I don't want to end up this podcast with you tonight, but before we end up, I want you to tell everybody again, please, about the event, when it's going to happen and where, about your
Mhm,
classes, where people can find you. If social media, you want to share any social media, or if they
mhm.
want to ask you about your cancer journey, how they can connect with you, Keisha.
So I am at Wilson Gray YMCA. Um, I've been there now going on 14 years. So I teach on, can't believe it's been 14 years.
I know.
But I'm there Monday nights at 6 p.m. and Saturdays at 9:15 a.m. Guest passes are available. We encourage membership at the Y. But if you are watching and you want to get a little taste of Miss Fabulous and Team Fabulous, I encourage you to come out tomorrow. Tomorrow we're celebrating, we're partying in pink,
Woo!
again, carrying on that celebration of just, being uh, breast cancer free. So it's going to be quite the party. So I am going to rest for that because I know it's going to be a lot of high energy tomorrow.
Yes,
But I
agree.
really encourage you guys to come in, and if you can. And about the event, again, it's April 10th. Um, it's a Friday night. The reception hour is from 5 to 6 p.m. and the Zumbathon is from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. I'll have vendors. I will have a DJ. Um, Q Boogie will be there, my number one female DJ of all times,
Yes.
and um, DJ Craig G from Hot 93.7. He will be there. We go way back as well, and he'll be there setting the scene, um, Miss Fabulous style. So you don't want to miss it. And prices are you have till next week. March 31st is the early bird cutoff of $10. After that, starting April 1st, all the way up to the event at the door, it's $20. And then if you want to do both the reception and the Zumbathon, it's $25. No matter if you pay today or at the door, it's $25. Um, and it's going to be a host of instructors. Um, Carla being one of them. So her and Jessica, my belly dance queens.
Yes,
I know I can
agreed.
always count on a good belly dance.
Yeah,
And I don't know if it's going to be Jean or Gita, but they're my cumbia because, Kisha doesn't do cumbia.
yeah, of course.
I do like one or two cumbias in class and I'm done.
Yeah,
um, but it's going to be a great time. I can't wait to see all of you ladies,
agreed.
to share just another joyous occasion. Um, if you want to reach out to me, you can find me on Facebook, Kisha Snell, Instagram, Miss Fabulous Kisha. Um, you can message me if you're looking for support. If you're going through cancer, definitely. I know a few people who I actually made friends through some of my cancer treatments. Just because again, we're in this together. So
Agreed.
um, if you know someone or if you are that person and just want to reach out, please feel free to message me, and I'm definitely be there. I'm actually going to be doing a Zumba event, and I'll share it on I think it's April 18th. Yeah, I think it's April 18th. This is no 19th. This is Sunday. For a teenager who was diagnosed with brain cancer. So I'll be doing a Zumba fundraiser for that young lady. So I will definitely share that flyer. So again, just to come out, support the cause. Because this journey, I can now be a testament and say it is not an easy journey by no means, but through prayer and faith, you're not alone and you can get through this.
I love you, Keisha, so much.
Love you
I
back.
know that I cannot make it tomorrow because I'm going for the first time for the master class. So
Yep.
I'm waking up at 5 o'clock so I
Where is
can
it?
drive 2 hours and a half. It's in Mass. But I'm so excited because I'm gonna see a lot of people that I just saw them behind the camera. So I'm
Hmm.
like super excited to see T, to see Anne, to see EJ. There's a lot of people that I
Wow.
never seen face to face. I can't wait to
Hmm.
go and hug them and see them face to face. So I'm super excited for that.
Well,
Uh,
have fun. Have fun.
you
Tell everybody
too.
that's okay.
Yes, you two have so much fun tomorrow.
Thank you.
Stevie is going with us tomorrow as well, and she's part of my ladies group. So I cannot wait to see everybody, and I cannot wait to see you as well on
Likewise.
April 10. We will connect after definitely, so I can see how I can help you with all of this.
Appreciate it.
Um, and that's another episode of Beyond the Beats, another story, another rhythm, another reminder of why this culture moves us the way it does. If something today inspired you, challenged you, or made you feel seen, hit like, subscribe, and drop a comment so this community keeps growing together. Show love for today's artist, follow her journey, and keep supporting the people who bring heart, movement, and meaning into this world. Until next time, stay bold, stay creative, and keep going deeper beyond the beats. I'm Carla, signing off with Kisha tonight. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you for showing up. Bye.
Bye.